balls up. Let me see.
Here's a chance from long range, not getting the bounce.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball.
Conley to Valanciunas. Oh, emphatic slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Carter.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To Trae Young. He was hacked. They let it go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Conley into the front court. Down just a couple. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To Carter. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Conley to Valanciunas. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Grizzlies ball. Has a look. Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Bradley with a drop step. Scores from the post. And count the basket.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Vince Carter to Trae Young. Count the basket inside.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 5. To Bradley. Nothing going here on that drive. To Bradley. Rocking the rim. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Conley. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. He gets Conley into the front court. Down 3. Jonas Valanciunas. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Ken Bazemore. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Picked up by Memphis. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Conley. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Prince there for the rebound. Taken away by the Grizzlies. Bradley. For three, and Avery Bradley still gets it to go down after a good closeout.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Vince Carter 20 years ago? Maybe. Not that time. That ends the first quarter, and this one's all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen to right. Deep two there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Fires the three. Won't go down. Layup goes down. Well done.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point ball game. New blood coming in for both sides. Trying to cash in. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Substitution being made in this one. Can't connect from inside. From long range. Off the mark. Here's Atlanta. Vince Carter. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
4-3. The rebounds pulled down by the Grizzlies. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3.
Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Ivan Rabb able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Defender was right there. He has to know better.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
John Collins. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Conley. Now a steal by Atlanta. And the rebound belongs to Memphis. Conley into the front court. Leads 3. Has a look. Jumper's good.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Conley. And he hits.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving 3-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Drive here, but the shot stays out to Bradley. Trying to cash in. Bradley shot no good. To Trae Young. And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Hawks have it. To Trae Young. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Conley to Bradley.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Conley shot off the mark. To Carter. Joakim Noah sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Bradley to Valanciunas. Knocked loose. Valanciunas. Another chance. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Jonas Valanciunas. Huge block. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Right back to you.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. The shot by Conley, no good.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Has a look. Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Oh, it's going the other way. 5 seconds. Jonas Valanciunas swats it. picked up by Memphis.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Missed a wide open look.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Shot from the lane won't go.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Runner's good there.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Trae Young to Carter. Mike Conley tips it. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Trying to cash in. Conley with a shot comes up empty.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
I got ball. That's me.
You've got to get that one to go. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys now down by a point. Has a chance. Conley shot off the mark. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the refs' no call. Let him play.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Joakim Noah at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. And he makes them both. Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. To Bradley. And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Short jumper stays out. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound comes to Atlanta. Has a look. It's Rab there for the rebound. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. No good. And count the basket inside.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Short jumper off the mark.
Oh, yeah. Me and you.
Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Got it.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Here's a chance from long range. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Memphis, they've got it. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal. "19-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Grizzlies out in front. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Bradley. Finish that.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Trae Young. Slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Conley into the front court. Up 5. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip.
Get it, shoot it again.
Conley into the front court. Up by 3. Trying to cash in. The shot by Conley, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Trae Young. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Not today. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his... He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Knocked loose. Taken away by the Grizzlies. Bradley. Jonas Valanciunas. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Up 6. They love this hustle. Had a chance, but it's no good. Oh, he had it.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Taurean Prince, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Cashes in for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Bazemore with the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Bradley. Rises for the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Down for Collins. Almost, and he's not getting the call. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Has a chance. Now a shot by Bradley, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Conley. Another chance. Dwayne Dedmon with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. For 3, that out of his range and no good. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation